Ladies and gentlemen, this is a palm tree forest. I mean, look at that. Oh, come on. You ruined my bit, egg. Come on. Well, at least I can hatch an egg on camera, which is an Alolan Diglett. Speaking of Alolan forms, hold on. Come on, you're ruining my bit. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thank you. Bye. Unbelievable. Worst timing ever. But at least I get to show off this. What the hell is going on with all these Alolan Exeggutors showing up all over the place? Where are they from? Is there an event? Is it a community day? Is it like a special spotlight hour and they're all going to just disappear as soon as the minute passes and it passes beyond 5? Okay, it's 5 now. Hopefully this Alolan Exeggutor just doesn't run away from me, but let's see if all the Exeggutors are still there. Well, they're still here. No idea what triggered that. I mean, I didn't. Hold on. Sorry, the ring was interfering with the screen. But yeah, this is odd. What's with all these Alolan Exeggutors showing up? I didn't see anything about it in the news. The Pokemon Go news, that is, not the actual news. The real world news is, well, a bit uneasy at the moment. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Pokemon and these palm tree Pokemon just showing up all over the place. Well, I mean, I suppose it makes sense for this area, specifically where I'm standing, because, I mean, just look behind me. Hold on, I'm gonna move the camera even further away from me and just turn around for a bit. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing all the multitude of palm trees just standing around behind me? At least these Alolan Exeggutors are not completely out of place. Still a bit curious as to what they're all doing here, but I mean, who cares? It's a fully evolved dragon type Pokemon that also gets a weather boost because of the sunlight. So like, I get a lot of really good stuff from it. Plus, I also get a ton of Excel candies from this thing. For my good IVs, Alolan Exeggutors, and regular Exeggutors that I have and use them occasionally. So yeah, I can't really complain. Plus, I already found a shiny one of these today. Nothing too exciting, of course. I already have a shiny regular Exeggutor and a shiny Alolan Exeggutor, so I mean, nothing new. I hate the fact that I keep getting shiny Pokemon to Pokemon that I already have multiples of. In this game especially, because in this game it's relatively easier than most games to get to find shinies. But it's a teleporting tree. I suppose I never really did an episode about why Alolan Exeggutor is, well, dragon type. It's a pretty common question and a very legit question, if you ask me. It's a question I've been asking myself for a very long time, like the reason why Exeggcute and Exeggutor are psychic type to begin with. I mean, that's a question I've been wondering since I was a child, but when they suddenly made them dragon type, at least the Alolan variant of just Exeggutor. Yeah, that's when I thought things just got a little too out of hand. But now that I'm slightly older and more educated on the subject, and now that I actually know why they are the way they are, I actually like it. It's one of my favorite reasonings for Pokemon. So basically, I'm going to be very brief on it because there's like several videos on Loxton and Noggin's channel. This is usually where I get most of my information from. And I'm going to stand behind these palm trees as I talk. Actually, you know what? There aren't any Exeggutors in here anymore, so I'm going to keep on walking that way direction while I talk. Basically, the gist of it is, they are the Alolan variants, and Alola is based on Hawaii, and a little bit of the Polynesian area there, a little bit outside of Hawaii, just mainly Hawaii, with some inspirations from Oceania, the surrounding islands. Anyways, so in Polynesian mythology, there are these creatures called Mo'o, and Mo'o are well, it's the Polynesian word for lizard, but it's also the Polynesian word for dragon, if my information is correct. And well, to them, lizards are just dragons, and more specifically, Mo'o, the actual creatures themselves, they're oops, I accidentally clicked on this. Speaking of dragons, but they are shape-shifting lizards, lizard females, I should say, that often take different shapes, often take the shapes of attractive women to seduce men into their lairs so that they can eat them. It's a whole thing, but one of their more favorite forms to take is trees, specifically palm trees, and the taller the better. That's why Alolan Exeggutor is the tallest Pokemon in the world, not including Gigantamax form, or at least, oh yeah, Gigantamax and Dynamax. Forgot what the other one was called. But yeah, it's a shape-shifting lizard disguised as a palm tree, which is also a dragon somehow. So, of course, the question still remains, is it a dragon type because it's a lizard disguised as a dragon, or is it a dragon type because it's a tree which is believed to be a dragon? That is a interesting conundrum there. But like I said, there's a whole series of videos on Loxton and Noggin's channel where he goes into much more detail, and he's able to actually explain it a lot better than I did just now. He also goes into explaining that there's a genus of plants in the tropics area, which is loosely what inspired the Alola region. A genus of plants called the Dracanis genus of plants, and also dragon fruit is a fruit that grows in the tropics. Obviously, dragon fruit looks completely different from the multiple heads on Alolan Exeggutor, and regular Exeggutor, I should say. But basically, what I'm really getting at is there's no shortage of reasons for why Alolan Exeggutor is now a dragon type. Now, obviously, you don't have to agree necessarily with those reasons. I happen to really like them. And going back to the question of, is it a dragon type because it's a lizard disguising itself as a dragon, and that's not even its true form? Or is it just, you know, a dragon tree lizard thing? I happen to fall on the side of it is actually a lizard disguising itself as a tree, but the actual lizard-like form we're never gonna get to see. Of course, the it being a lizard disguising itself as a dragon kind of negates the existence of Exeggcute in the Alola region to begin with, because clearly Exeggcute is not a lizard. It's they're seeds that just happen to look like eggs, which are basically tree eggs. A lot of people think they are just straight up eggs that people assume are seeds, but that's wrong. I mean, they're seeds that just happen to look like eggs. But I mean, if you were to stretch the definition of that, yes, they are tree eggs. What if? And again, this is just a stretch here. I'm just splitting hairs at the moment. But, oh, shiny! Another one! Nice! I like it! I like it! I like it! That's my third shiny today. I found a shiny Caterpie at work. Speaking of which, yeah, first day at work today. First day on the job. Didn't really get to do much because, you know, first day and all that, but still, you know, it was fun. It was nice. Kinda like it. Mainly because I found the shiny Caterpie there. Not that I needed it much. I mean, I already had a shiny Caterpie in this game. But, you know, shiny's a shiny. Anyways, like I said, so if you stretch the definition of Exeggcute being seeds / eggs / tree eggs, what if, you know, just a theory, what if Alolan Exeggcutes, or rather Exeggcutes found in the Alola region, while they are very, very similar to regular Exeggcutes, sharing the grass and psychic type, but what if they are actually lizard eggs? Lizard tree eggs. As a matter of fact, Treecko, Grovyle, and Sceptile. I mean, they're, well, specifically Treecko itself it's a tree gecko. It's a wood gecko. It's based on a wood gecko, but I mean, they are very lizard-like. All three of them, all four of them, if you include Mega Sceptile, who is a dragon type, grass dragon. I don't know. Maybe there is some connection there. Maybe in the Alola region, regular Exeggcutes are just lizard eggs, or rather, Sceptile eggs, Mega Sceptile eggs. Remember, Mega Sceptile also has these weird orbs on its back. Well, same as regular Sceptile, but still. What if they're just Sceptile eggs that, in the Alola region, because the Pokédex does mention that because of the intense sun of the Alola region, Exeggcute seeds, I'm gonna find a less windy area to talk about this, Exeggcute seeds grow far beyond their potential because of the healthy sunlight, so that when they eventually evolve into Exeggutor in the Alola region, it awakens hidden dragon-ish powers that Exeggcutes in other regions are incapable of accessing. Maybe Exeggcutes are all just Sceptile eggs, or Mega Sceptile eggs, that they need intense sunlight in order to become the Alolan Dragon-type variant. And remember, Sceptile introduced in the Hoenn region, the most tropical of the Japan-inspired regions in Pokemon. Yeah, see, I mean, like I said, I may be just splitting hairs, but I mean, maybe there is something there. Maybe there is a connection. Like, Hoenn is very tropical area. Obviously not as tropical and, for lack of a better word, hot as the Alola region. But, yeah, I mean, there could be something. I don't know. Obviously, hold on. And so Sceptile introduced in the Hoenn region. Mega Sceptile also introduced in the Hoenn region. Just, Oras. Now, of course, the main flaw with this theory is that, well, A, how did Exeggutors get to Johto and Kanto to begin with? Because their Exeggcute and Exeggutor are Kanto Pokemon originally. So how did the Sceptile eggs made their way all the way to Kanto to begin with? But the even more pressing matter, why are they Psychic type? Yeah, I mean, it's not a perfect theory, but it's a theory nonetheless. And I kinda like it. And hopefully people aren't going to watch this. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. Hopefully people do watch this, for starters, because, I'm not just standing out here for no reason, but hopefully people watch this, but hopefully they don't just take it as fact from now on. Remember, this is just a theory, and I'll tell you something else. It's a theory I literally just now came up with on the spot, like in front of the cameras. You saw this happen live, folks. I literally just made that theory up. Could be true. Maybe one day we'll find out it is true. But for now, it isn't. I just came up with it. Maybe Game Freak is gonna see this theory and they eventually decide to make it canon. I don't know, but or maybe just maybe they're gonna come up with that on their own, and then I can claim that I thought of it first. But that's neither here nor there. Bottom line is, it's a theory. It's not the best of theories, but it's a theory nonetheless, and I actually like it. So here's my contribution to the Pokemon world for today. As far as yesterday, though, as you may have probably know by now, just waiting for this one last Exeggutor to get captured or run away, whichever comes first. But so yesterday was the Tour Johto event in Pokemon Go. Easily the longest video I've ever recorded with this camera. Not to mention the longest episode of this show that I've done in quite some time, actually. Still have no idea why these Exeggutors are showing up, but I mean, like I said, I'm not complaining. Now, well, I should say a lot of things have happened in that event on camera, but mostly off camera. One of which, you may have already noticed that I'm now at level 43, which is sad and unfortunate that it happened off camera. I would have loved to see it happen on camera. I would have loved for anyone who might be watching this to see this for themselves. But for those of you who did watch the episode, especially towards the end there yesterday, and by the way, hold on. Yeah, the phone is being very slow today. There's a reason for that. I'll get to it in just a minute. But yeah, these are the challenges I now have to do. Much more doable than last time, if I might add. Just, 20 fights in the Go Battle League. Easy done. I already completed that one. 30 wins in the Master League, Ultra League, and Great League, respectfully. Best part about this is, all 3 of them are available at the moment. So I can quite literally do that whenever I want to. Now, hold on. There we go. So yeah, I've basically been battling all day. That's why the phone is so slow right now. Sorry about that. But I did stack up a bunch of victories, won a bunch of awards. You may have noticed the ridiculously high, for me at least, the ridiculously high Stardust count that I have now. Most of which I saved from yesterday, but I did earn a lot of it today in the Go Battle League. But yeah, so how did I get to level 43? Obviously, you may have already guessed, I caught a legendary. But it didn't happen the way I thought it would. Mainly, a short while, by the way, I walked a lot yesterday, so I'm going to get a lot of rewards. Unfortunately, again, not going to happen on camera, which sucks, but never mind. Let's get over it for now. So, a short while after the end of the episode, I didn't find the guy I was looking for. We didn't go on raids together. However, something else happened. I used another incense yesterday, and lo and behold, a random encounter Pokemon just spawned. Look at all these palm trees now, come on! I have enough to populate a small forest. But yeah, a Pokemon appeared, or rather spawned from the incense. There's the shiny Caterpie from earlier. And that Pokemon, ladies and gentlemen, was none other than Suicune. A random encounter Suicune. Well, I guess I shouldn't say random, because it spawned from the incense. Obviously, I took a snapshot of it because it was part of the mission that now the legendary beasts can now appear through incenses in the overworld. Yeah, I took a picture of it, threw an Ultra Ball at it with Golden Raspberry. It ran away from me. It broke out of the Pokeball and fled. Happened. I mean, they're the legendary beasts. Pretty much all they do is run away from you. But because I took a snapshot of it for that specific mission from yesterday, the reward from that was this Suicune that you see right here. A legitimate, non-shadow, non-purified, non-raid Suicune. And it's actually pretty good. Which was the legendary that I caught yesterday. Now, I continued on with the rest of the Johto missions. I kept fighting all the gym leaders from Johto in the very same order that I mentioned yesterday, which then made me eligible to fight the Johto Battle Champion, or rather the leader, or whatever. The pseudo champion was Candela. This woman right there, the gym, this woman right here. Clearly, she was a fire type leader, just like Spark is for the electric types, and Blanche is for ice types. So I engaged in a battle with her. She had a Rapidash, Typhlosion for Johto, obviously, and her third Pokemon was an Entei. She had an Entei, which of course I took a snapshot of. I actually managed to take a snapshot of it while I was jumping, which was pretty funny. So, yeah, and I also got the Entei as a reward for beating her. Not her Entei necessarily, just an Entei as a reward for becoming the new battle champion for Johto. So I got an Entei as a reward, took a snapshot of it, because technically speaking a wild Pokemon, claimed the Entei award, and got another one as a reward for doing that. So I caught 2 Enteis yesterday. I maxed out my candy possibility with silver pine-nut berries and such. Unfortunately, the only Pokemon I didn't manage to catch yesterday was Raikou, which upsets me, mainly because I didn't complete the trifecta of taking all 3 of those as snapshots, which the reward was 50 candy for each of them, which could have helped me out a lot. And also, having a Raikou, which would also, in that, as a byproduct of that, it would have completed my Johto Pokédex. It's literally the last Pokemon I need to complete the Johto Pokédex. It's upsetting, but, well, it is what it is. Obviously, as you may have noticed, in addition to the unknown U, I don't even remember if I caught it on camera or off. This is the shiny Miltank from yesterday. You probably remember that. I also caught an unknown U, unknown J, a shiny Skarmory, unknown O, the 2 Entei, an unknown Porygon, and an unknown Poliwhirl, which I'm now realizing I don't have a shiny, did I say unknown Poliwhirl? I meant shiny Poliwhirl, sorry. But yeah, I don't have a shiny Poliwrath, so I might want to correct that mistake. Anyways, I continued on. I basically completed pretty much every other mission, every other collection mission yesterday, except for like maybe a few that I specifically needed legendaries in order to complete. But you know, for obvious reasons that I didn't. But yeah, I did the evolving every single Johto Pokemon. I even wound up using some of my rare candies. Thankfully, I got a lot of that back from a bunch of raids I did yesterday, regular raids. Plus, I got a lot of rare candy back from battling in the Master League today. But at the end of the day, I evolved every single Johto Pokemon, every single one of them except Spinarak and Teddiursa, which I didn't have at the time, which was frustrating. And at one point, I was considering continuing on with the Johto mission, because as you can see, there's a random encounter Pokemon there. I thought it would be a Spinarak, but I didn't want to do it. I wanted to do it on camera, so I went online and researched it, and you don't actually get any Spinaraks from the Johto mission. So eventually, I decided to just give up on that. Either way, I would have had to have found a Teddiursa, regardless. So it doesn't even matter. Oops. Now you may have also noticed, and we'll finish the episode on that. You may have also noticed that since I'm now at level 43, I was given this level 43 mission by the professor. Hey there, can I just say how impressed I am with your progress as a trainer. You've really put in the time and effort to become one of the very best. Well done. Say, do you remember when we first met? You were just a beginner back then, and then I sent you off to catch your very first Pokemon. And now look at you. I'm glad we can share that memory together. Now, I'm sure an elite trainer like yourself has mastered the art of catching Pokemon, but it's important to keep your skills sharp. How about you head out and catch some Pokemon? I've assigned some tasks that should challenge even a trainer of your caliber. Good luck and have fun. This is basically what he says. Now, obviously, what I needed to do, catch 430 Pokemon, which was an easy mission, because I already caught like 300 yesterday with the Johto event. I kept on going for like 2 or 3 hours after I ran out of camera battery. Speaking of which, yep, still have enough for this episode. But yeah, I caught like 300 of them yesterday, plus another 130 today. And also hatched 14 eggs, which, you know, given the fact that they halved the distance needed to hatch eggs yesterday, it was a very easy task. So now I guess all that's really left to do is power up a Pokemon 43 times. Let's see if this Tyranitar can do it. 43. I don't even know if it is 43. I just, you know, kind of want to go for it, because I would like another Strong Tyranitar. This one knows Iron Tail and Stone Edge, which will be a nice contrast to my other Tyranitar that knows Bite and Fire Blast. So yeah, most of the Stardust that I've collected in the past couple of days is now gone on this one Tyranitar, and apparently that's about halfway there. As far as powering up a Pokemon. Okay, I mean, no biggie, no problem. What I can do is search for this Venusaur. Nope, still not enough. Let's go further down the list. All these Alolan Exeggutors are kind of messing with my groove here. King. Gotta make sure I still have enough Stardust. So let's start with one of the really lower ones on the list. What about this Vileplume? I suppose. But I don't know. Lower on the list. I mean, an Electivire could be an interesting prospect. Okay, let's go with Electivire. Probably should have counted this. Okay, only 3 more. And you know what? How much Stardust do I have left? This is the main problem with me. I always just stack up Stardust in the hundreds and then just waste them all on one Pokemon. 1 or 2 or 3 Pokemon. Thankfully, this Alolan Exeggutor showed up. And like I said, it's a fully evolved Pokemon with Weather Boost, which means that's like 375 Stardust easily. Okay, so now what we're going to do is this. One, two, three. And there it goes. Now I just need to recollect all the Stardust that I just wasted. Well, I wouldn't say wasted, I mean properly used. That's one way of putting it. But yep. So now let's complete the level 43 mission. Some more Stardust, because why not? Why the hell not? And wrap up this episode. And continue with the Johto mission tomorrow. Because I really wasn't expecting these Alolan Exeggutors to show up. A Pawniard. Not something I was expecting, but I mean, it's okay, I guess. Anyways, yeah, so I pretty much dedicated most of this episode, which is already long enough as it is, to Alolan Exeggutors and my new theory regarding the matter. Great work as always, trainer. I'm sure those tasks were a breeze for someone with your skills, but they were just a warm-up. These next tasks should prove a bit more challenging. I'm sure you've built special bonds with several Pokemon over the course of your adventure. You might even have a few Pokemon that you like to always bring into battles. I'd like to see how powerful those bonds are. Why don't you head out, challenge a few Team Rocket Grunts, and battle in some raids? After all, the best trainers never stop training. Good luck. So more missions now for the level 43. Well, I mean, at least we get rare candies. I'll never say no to that. Use 43 golden raspberries, easily done, and defeat 43 Team Go Rocket Grunts. I guess I'll just focus on the Team Go Rocket Grunts and the raids before even thinking about starting to use the golden raspberries. But I mean, that's a little bit ways off. For now, this is all I have to leave you with. The season of Heritage ends in about a day and a half, and looking forward to whatever the next event in Pokemon Go is going to be. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Hi there. Thank you for watching the video. And if you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends. I'll see you next time.